Hey everyone, Sadness here, and today we're going to be making a tier list for Egg Inc. We're going to be going over all the eggs. We did this last year, but I forgot a bunch of the eggs, and then also there's new eggs added to the game, so we got to redo it. Anyways, the first egg is the edible egg. For this year, I'm going to be reading the descriptions of the eggs. So this one is a regular egg, edible, and incredible. Just because of the fact that it's the first egg in the game, I'm going to give it A tier. Gotta pay respect to where it started, right? Next up is the superfood egg. The first egg breakthrough. 1 a day is all you need. I'm going to put it in F tier. I think that this egg is ugly. It kind of looks like mold is growing on it, and I don't know, it just does not look very appetizing to me. This tier list is probably going to be based mostly on aesthetics of both the egg and the hatchery. So far, all of the hatcheries have been really boring, and the medical egg is no exception for that. I'm going to put it in the D tier just because it's not repulsive, but it's also kind of unremarkable. It says derivatives are capable of replacing most prescription medication. On to the rocket fuel egg, and the rocket fuel egg I'm going to put in B tier. Only because of the fact that it's like the introduction in the game to rockets, which are such an important part of the entire Egg Inc. experience. Their description is, after light scrambling 100 times more energy dense than existing propellants. And it's got like that golden glow, which is it's pretty, but not as pretty as this egg, the super material egg, which I'm also gonna give B tier because it's also unremarkable, but it's at least very pretty. Now, the super material egg is able to take on the properties of any material. Next up, we have the fusion egg. The fusion egg is pretty unremarkable. It is the first hatchery to not be just a square, which is cool, or a rectangle. This one is like kind of circular, but it's not even that cool. But its description is each egg can generate 1 gigawatt hour of electricity. Next up, we have the quantum egg, which has a pretty cool hatchery compared to the earlier ones. Its description is an egg, not an egg, and both. Enables teleportation. I'm also gonna put this one in C tier. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just chilling. Next up, we have the CRISPR egg. The CRISPR egg is a brand new egg, and the fact that it displaced another egg and didn't even get a new hatchery, you'll see in a second, is horrible, and I just hate it. And the design, it kind of just looks muddy to me. I don't really like it that much. But yeah, no, I just don't like the design that much, and I wish that they gave it a new hatchery instead of just reusing Immortality's egg's hatchery, which is right here, see? But either way, CRISPR's description is a toolbox for gene editing, and Immortality egg's description is the fountain of youth is really just a chicken. We're gonna give this one a D tier, because even though I don't like the CRISPR egg, I actually don't like the Immortality egg either. It's kind of boring, but it is cool that it was removed from the game. Next up, we have the Tachyon egg. So the description of the Tachyon egg is particles emitted by this egg can be used to travel through time. I've always really liked the Tachyon egg. I think it's really pretty, and I'm gonna put it in S tier. Next up, we have an egg that's considered the most useless egg in the game in terms of rewards. It is the Graviton egg. Its description is allows for the manipulation and creation of gravitational fields, but is really pretty, and I actually love the design of the hatchery being like all split and stuff, so we're actually gonna put it in B tier despite the bad rep it has for gameplay mechanics. Next up is the Dilithium egg, which we're gonna put straight into S tier because it's pink, and I love the pink egg. An energy source 1 trillion times more dense than fusion eggs. Next up is the Prodigy egg, which I'm gonna put straight into F tier just because it's so forgettable. I never remember that this egg exists. It's got a somewhat pretty color, and it's got a cool sway in the hatchery. Its description is unlocks new abilities in the human mind, deep understanding, holographic memory, and telepathy. I don't know why, I just always can't remember this egg exists. Probably because of the fact that AI egg looks so similar to it. Anyways, next up we have the Terraform egg, and this one's going straight into, I'm gonna put it in D tier actually. I was gonna put it in F tier because in the game, this is the first wall that you receive in this game where it's the game just becomes boring and you have to either really grind or start paying money to get past it. And I don't know, that's kind of not chill to me. Either way, its description is has the ability to transform a planet to be habitable by chickens, also humans. Now, it's the only egg that's not an egg shaped, and that used to really bother me, but now I actually kind of like it. Up next, we have another banger, the antimatter egg, that pink, blue, and purple vibes, gotta love it. And its description is an energy source 1 trillion times more dense than dilithium. That is probably my favorite egg in the game in terms of just the egg's design. I've always really liked the pink, blue, and purple, but up next is the dark matter egg, which allows for the manipulation of space-time. I'm gonna put this in A tier. It's got this really cool blue to it, but then also on top of that, the hatchery, it moves, and it's one of the only hatcheries that have animation to it, and it's really cool. It's probably the coolest hatchery in the game. Next up is the AI egg. Now the AI egg, I just hate AI. Any reference to AI, I'm just straight into the F tier. Its description is the foundation of true artificial intelligence, and it's got a pretty color just like the Prodigy egg. but both of these just, I don't know, I hate them. In stark contrast, we have the Nebula egg, which I have to put straight into S tier because it's got this pyramid, and I think the pyramid is just so cool. Its description is, we've built planets, now we will build galaxies. And also just look at that red burst in it, it's really pretty. And finally, we have the Universe egg, which also is really pretty, and I want to put it in S tier. It belongs in S tier. It's the most valuable egg. It's the egg you spend most of your time on playing the game, like when you're prestiging, doing prestige cycles. And so for that reason, I'm going to put it in S tier. It's also just really pretty. And its description is a portal into another universe. Next up is Enlightenment egg, which I'm actually going to give A tier. It has probably my second favorite hatchery in the game. I love the tree, but the egg itself design, it's kind of just another yellow egg. Its description is, the multiverse is ours, but what is next? The answer lies within. Now this is where last year's tier list stopped, but I actually have a bunch more eggs to go through because I forgot all about all of the contract eggs last year. And we're going to start off with a contract egg that wasn't even in the game last year. This is the carbon fiber egg. I've never played with the carbon fiber egg, and neither has anybody else at the time of this recording, so we don't know what its description is going to be in the game. It's pretty sick looking, so I'm going to put it into B tier with the other pretty sick looking ones. Next up we have the chocolate egg. Didn't take scientists long to figure out the smart thing to do was just make chickens lay chocolate eggs. Now, I love chocolate, but honestly, this egg's kind of looks gross. Like, and look at the hatchery. It's just like a factory. I don't know. It feels weird to me. And so I'm going to put it in C tier, even though chocolate eggs are a cool concept. Next up, we have the Easter bunny egg. Now, I don't actually care for the Easter eggs design, but because of the fact that the hatchery is the most insane hatchery in the game, it has to go into S tier. I'm gonna put a clip up above my face of why it's so funny, but like, it's just such a good time, this one hatchery. And its description is, with so many planned Easter egg hunts around the galaxy, there is a shortage. We need your help. Up next is the firework egg, which I'm gonna put in, honestly, D tier. I've never been a huge fan of fireworks, and that's like the whole theme of this egg, so whatever. It says, with 4th of July nearing in the States, scientists have found a new way to meet the demand for fireworks. It's basically the America egg, which, you know, whatever. Next up is the pumpkin egg, and the pumpkin egg is kind of fun. Its description is, pumpkins are in super high demand. Leave it to the chickens to deliver the goods. The concept of chickens laying pumpkins is really funny to me, and so I think I'll put it in C tier. Next up, we have the water balloon egg. The water balloon egg's description is, the longest day of the year is here, Northern Hemisphere, and you know what that means. I love that like so many of these contract eggs have like very specific descriptions that aren't really applicable in most parts of the world. I'm gonna put the water balloon egg over in D tier. Actually, you know what? Because of the fact that it has that spigot on the hatchery, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Now that is all of the eggs in the game, believe it or not, that have a hatchery. However, because of the fact that I don't wanna have to redo this video saying, oh, I forgot a bunch more eggs, I'm even gonna do the eggs that don't have hatcheries. There are 3 of those in the game. The first of them is the golden egg. The golden egg, I'm gonna put it into F tier. This egg represents everything that I hate in mobile games. Like, being forced to pay to play has never been really my favorite thing in a game, and a golden egg is literally just the paid currency of the game. So even though you can get them for free, I don't know, it still feels weird to me. And so we're gonna put it in F tier. Next up is soul eggs. Soul eggs are solid A tier. They have this rugged looking appearance, and also they have a purple center, so of course they should go in the purple A tier, right? And last but definitely not least, we have the golden egg of prophecy, which is also going to go in A tier. It's the driving force of the game, and if it wasn't golden, I would definitely have to redo this entire video so I could make room for it in S. But because of the fact that I don't really like the color gold that much, A tier is perfect for the most important egg in the game. Anyways, so that's my new updated tier list. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I hope that was a good time, and I shall see you next time. Bye!